Yo, what is up everybody? Jumping here, and today I want to talk about the level 4 merchants in Fallout 4. I haven't really seen a lot of videos talking about this, so I'm going to try to explain this the best I can. There are 8 level 4 merchants in the game, and you might be wondering, what is a level 4 merchant? Well, you can construct level 3 shops, and you can assign people to those shops. The level 4 merchants are going to be random NPCs that you can recruit, 4 of which you can find throughout your journey if you're doing side quests and stuff, and 4 are totally random and they come from random encounters. Honestly, the random encounter ones are the bigger problem, and a couple of them are like bugged or glitchy. So on the console, you're kind of screwed. At least I am. I don't know about you. You might be able to get this to work, but I can't do anything about it. On the PC, there's console commands that you can use to fix these bugs, so it's really not a big problem. Anyway, you might be wondering, how do you recruit these people? Well, the first thing you're going to need to do is construct level 3 shops. To do that, you need level 2 in Cap Collector, and you need level 2 in Local Leader. Once you have that, you can make level 3 shops. So, let me go ahead and show you this. I'm going to pull up my workbench. We're going to go over to the shops, and I can make any level 3 shop. I recommend making all of the level 3 shops. That way, if you come across any of these people, you can recruit them. Now, for the random encounter people, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have a certain population if you want to recruit them. The highest one is 30. Unfortunately, the guy who requires 30 is the weapons dealer. And he is bugged. I read on the wiki that I guess a lot of people have said that he's bugged, not just me. So it seems like it's pretty consistent. So you might not need the 30 population if he is bugged and you just can't really mess with him. The bug is that when you recruit him and you tell him to go somewhere, he won't go there. And it will take up a population, or at least your population will increase by 1, and he'll never show up. I've even read that if he does show up, you might not be able to assign him to do anything. So he's really bugged. Anyway, the point is that if you want to go ahead and get a 30 population in any one settlement, what you need to do is wear an outfit with high charisma. Also use chems to increase your charisma. And of course, you might want to have a high charisma. So having like a 10 charisma is a very good idea. And then you just simply transfer people over to one settlement. So right now, for example, I have 18 people at the castle. So if I was wearing the outfit and I had the chems going and all that, I could tell people to go somewhere else and then try to build up that population to 30. So let's say I needed 10 people. I would find 10 people at the castle and I would tell them to go over to Sanctuary. And I'll show you my Sanctuary real quick. I have 31 people here. So that's how you do it. Okay, so now that you've met the requirements for all this, let's go ahead and start talking about these goddamn merchants. I'm going to quickly talk about the 4 that you can recruit, and you really kind of want to save this until you meet the requirements. Remember, the 4 that you can recruit that are just like the normal ones, not the random ones, you only need the level 3 shops for these people. Okay, now the first one I'm going to bring up is going to come from Vault 81. This is one that you might have messed up on. I messed up on it personally, and it sucks. But there's a woman here. She runs a shop. You can actually buy one of the best weapons from her, the Overseer Guardian. It's an amazing weapon. If you haven't been to Vault 81, go there. It's awesome. The weapon's awesome. But that lady, if you talk to her, you can actually talk to her about her husband. They're having trouble with their marriage. You can convince her to break up with him, or you can tell her like, oh, you can work it out. You want to convince her to break up with him. And if you can do that, then you can recruit the guy as a level 4 merchant. So that's one. Now there's another quest. It's called Curtain Call, which with this quest, I believe if you're walking around the Good Neighbor / Diamond City area, you can find a radio signal. And then there's going to be a guy. His name is Rex. He needs help. That is how you recruit the companion Strong. Once you rescue Rex, he's going to return back to this broadcast station. And this is going to be south of Vault 81. If you go back, there's going to be a woman in here. Her name is Anne. You can recruit her as a level 4 merchant. Another one's going to come from Good Neighbor. I'm sure most people have found this guy. It's going to be the Vault Tech Rec. You can find him in the hotel in Good Neighbor. And all you gotta do is just, I guess, tell him to go. It seems like he's the easiest one to get. Most people will probably know about that guy. Now the final one is going to be northeast of the map. At least it's going to be northeast of Bunker Hill. And it's going to come from the Long Neck Cannery. This is another one that you might mess up with if you've already done this. Well, when you come in here, there's going to be a guy and a girl, and they're talking. There's also a quest here. It's called Mysterious Meat. But once you actually come here, there's going to be a guy talking to this girl. Once they're done, you can talk to the girl. And she's from Vault 81. She's a merchant. And you can basically tell her to come and work for you, and she will be a level 4 merchant. So, those are the 4 that are pretty easy to recruit. The hardest one, honestly, I believe, is probably the guy from Vault 81. Because a lot of people have been here, they know about the place, they might have already messed up. I've also read that it's really hard to convince the wife to leave the husband, so I don't know. The other 4 are going to come from random encounters, and this is where it's a fucking bitch, because you have to have them randomly spawn. Now I'm going to show you a little trick to actually get these merchants, no problem. 2 of the merchants are going to come from one location, and the other 2 are going to come from another location. So the first location is going to be the Mass Fusion Containment Shed. This is going to be pretty much north of Bunker Hill, directly north of Bunker Hill. You can find this place. Now once you come here, you're going to go into the back parking lot. And you should always find a random event here. This will dry up though. So the best thing to do is make a save and also start at a place like the castle. It's really far away. So just do that. And then you want to make a save. Go here. Check out the random event. If you don't get the merchant, reload the save. And then go back. And keep trying until you get the first merchant. Go ahead and recruit the first merchant. And then go back to the castle, make another save. Definitely check and make sure your merchant's going to actually come to the place that you're telling them to come. Because remember, it's buggy. In fact, the doctor, this is what happened to me. I found the doctor. I told her to go ahead and go to the castle. She never showed up. I made a save. I thought everything was fine. I didn't realize it was messed up. And yeah, I'm fucked now. I can't do anything about it. She never showed up. So definitely, if you find one of the merchants when you come here, make a save before you actually recruit them. And then try to hope that they will show up where you tell them to go. Anyway, so like I said, you come here, you find one of the merchants, recruit them, and then you're going to go back to the castle. And then you're going to make another save once everything's good, once you know that they actually showed up. And then just go back again and keep trying until you get the second merchant. So that's 2 of the random encounters you can get right here at the Mass Fusion Containment Shed. Now the next one's going to be right over here. This is pretty much north of Diamond City. This is going to be the Cambridge Polymer Labs. There is a quest here, by the way. And it's a pretty cool quest. You can get a piece of unique power armor. It's a chest piece. So you should totally do the quest if you haven't done the quest yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to go here. This one's a little bit more tricky, but this is where you're going to find the weapon merchant and the armor merchant. The doctor and I believe the other guy at the other place, I think he's food and drink. I'm not sure. They're really not that important. Trust me. The weapon merchant and the armor merchant, those are the best fucking merchants. So you want these guys. Anyway, once you get here, you want to make a save, okay? A quick save is fine. A hard save is okay too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run down this road, and then we're going to spawn a random encounter. If we don't get the merchant random encounter, we're going to load the save. If we do get the merchant random encounter, then we're going to go ahead and make another save and then try to recruit them and hope that it works. I did this with Larry, and unfortunately, he never showed up. I tried to send him to so many different places. He never showed up to any of them. So if you get Larry and you have the same problem, go ahead and just reload the save. Fuck it. Anyway, you want to run down here to the lawnmower. Once you get down to the lawnmower, turn around, and you're going to run back down the road, and this should spawn the random encounter. So let's see what actually happens here. Looks like we have some people. This is a random encounter. And I think they're hostile. Yes, they are. Now, you can actually get a pretty nice little laugh about a lot of these. They're pretty funny. But at this point, we're just going to reload our save. We're not going to keep this. You might actually run across something kind of interesting. I got a quest from one of the people I encountered here. So I went ahead and I kept that. You can do this so many times. I'm not too sure how many times you can do it. It could be unlimited for this spawn, but the other spawn at the mass fusion building, that was limited. I could only do that maybe 10 times before it ended up drying up and there was no more random encounters there. So we're going to try this again. If I don't actually get the scribe, he's the armor merchant, I'm going to say fuck it. I'm going to keep doing it until I get him. Trust me, this probably will take about 10-20 minutes at the most to get the merchants to spawn. So that is something, like, it could take some time. But once I get the guy, I will be happy. On the wiki, they don't mention anything about him being glitched, so hopefully he's not glitched. But I don't know. He could be. I'll let you know in the comments, maybe, if I find him and then he doesn't actually show up at my settlement. That would be a total fucking bitch. Because I'm going to be really pissed if all these motherfuckers... Yep, here's another random encounter. It's going to be some dogs or whatever, so fuck it. But yeah, you can pretty much see that this will work, like, every single time. It's really easy to do. So we're going to reload the quick save. I'm going to go one more time, okay? Let's see if the third time is the charm. If it's not, I will go ahead and end this video. And I really do hope that this has helped, because trust me, I had to look up a lot of information about this over the internet, and it was super freaking confusing. Like, once I found out about the level 4 merchants, I mean, it was really interesting. I'm like, I gotta recruit these people. I have to, like, mess around and see what they sell, and I want to see if it's worth it or not. And I will say that I do think it's worth it. Now, your opinion might be different. I'm not too sure, but I have read that the armor guy sells some really good shit. And I would imagine that the weapon guy probably sells some really good shit too. So that would be awesome. Unfortunately, I can't recruit the weapon guy. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's see if this actually works. I want to find the scribe. This motherfucker better show up soon. Okay, run down to the lawnmower, turn around. I might have messed up. Maybe I didn't run up far enough. You never know. Sometimes you will mess this up. If you do, it's fine. Just load your autosave or whatever. Okay, it looks like we have some super mutants over here, so that's kind of lame. But hey, it's whatever. Let's go ahead and kill this bastard. Where you going, fool? Get your bitch ass over here. By the way, the gun I'm using is the Overseer Guardian, the one I was talking about. Oh my god, that weapon is so good. Anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for the video. I really do hope it has helped. If it has, will you please like the video for me? Be sure to subscribe for future videos. And I really do hope that everyone has a very nice day. And peace out.